Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we'll be doing a speed build of my Gen 1 suburban tiny home. During young adulthood this has to be a micro home, which means it can only be 32 tiles. You'll see that I've put the stairs outside the house. I saw someone else do this and I thought it was a great idea as it leaves more space inside the house and we're kind of limited as it is. I'm following the same colour palette that I used for the sim creation, which is basically just blue, yellow and white, so you'll see that I predominantly stick to that throughout the house where I can. As I said, this is supposed to be a suburban house, so I looked up some pictures online and it's kind of like your stereotypical American family house, you know, white picket fence, gabled roofs, window shutters and lots of pillars and archways and things, so you'll see me try and incorporate that as much as possible in this build. I'm also going to be using some of the furniture that we've already accumulated through the dumpster diving and whatnot, so you'll see the sofa here, the table and chair upstairs and a few other bits and bobs. I like the idea of using this kind of tabletop oven here as I've never used it before, so we'll see if it works out. I did try and incorporate some tiny living and eco-living aspects where possible, like this TV stand for example. I did consider using the Murphy bed, but I just don't want to have to worry about my Sims dying from it. I also just don't think that it's useful in this house as we already can fit a sofa downstairs, so it's not really necessary. I really liked the floor plan for upstairs with fitting the desk in the little cubby, but unfortunately it just doesn't work with the bed size, and I know I could use a Murphy bed, but I just feel like one of my Sims would like be sleeping in bed and the other would be stuck outside because the bed is in the way, or stuck in the bathroom for example, so it just ended up not working. So instead I had to have this like tiny little bathroom, which isn't ideal and it kind of looks a bit weird, but I think once we hit adulthood and we can upgrade to a tiny house with 64 tiles, then we'll move it around and rethink the floor plan of the house a little bit. One thing to know about me when I'm furnishing houses is that I love a rug. I just think it brings in interesting designs and colours that would be overpowering if it was like the whole carpet or the floor. Thanks to Daisy's hard work, we have about 20k to work with, which is more than enough to make sure that this house is fully decorated. I haven't play tested this house yet, so it may be that there's bits that don't really function, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Like a lot of people, I really struggle with roofing in The Sims 4, so it's helpful that this is such a small and simple house. Also, does anyone else find the roof swatches kinda ugly, or is that just me? When it comes to building in The Sims 4, I'm a lot better at furnishing than I am actual structure and like outdoor design and terraforming. But I'm really trying to push myself with my builds, as I'm always so in awe of those people who are really skilled at it. I did find it a bit annoying with these pillars that to put an arch in all the way around, it like forms a room and uses up more tiles, which obviously I can't do if I'm doing a micro home. I'm sure there's a way around that, but as I said, I'm still learning. But I managed to find ways to still make the design work and look good with what I was trying to do. Here I decided to build like a half covered gardening area, which is another thing I've seen in other builds like this. I think it helps make the overall build as well not look so weird and tiny like this little thin building on its own. I made the roof glass though, so the plants could still get some sun. I decided to use some flooring to kind of make a patio situation, and again make the house not look so weird just standing on its own. I added in the classic white picket fence as well to give the build some shape. I also tried to add in some different ground textures, but for some reason I can never get this to look quite right. So I've tried my best, but you know, let me know if you think it looks horrible. Again, I added another porch thing on the back where she can do some yoga in the sun, although it's a bit drab at the moment with the rain and the mud puddles everywhere. Does anyone else think that we need better curtain options? I have like 3 that I actually like and use, but it's not often that they have swatches that match my colour palette. This is where I start putting as many plants around the house as possible. In the description for the challenge, one of the requirements is that your house should be filled with plants everywhere. So I've tried my best to accomplish this, like walls, windows, floors, any surface. I've tried to put as many plants as possible. I think that we'll have our first kid just as she goes into adulthood, so we can expand the house a little bit, because currently there's no way that we'll fit babies in this house. My plan, I think, is to put just like a top floor on the right hand side of the house where like the fabricator and stuff is, and leave the bottom bit open. I'm hoping that that will work, but that's a hurdle we'll face later. think we'll expand the garden a bit more when we have kids, so for now it's a little bare, but that will evolve as we go on. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm excited to get playing in this house, and I hope you will join me along as we follow Daisy's journey. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!